The summer before my senior year at Mississippi State University, I signed up for a summer mission trip, not in the jungles of Southeast Asia, not in the plains of Africa or the mountains of Central Asia. Those mission trips would come later. This one was to the University of Hawaii. Along with about a dozen other university students, we hit the University of Hawaii campus with gospel outreach, with evangelistic videos and music events and everything we could think of to share the gospel. The leader of this outreach was a former military man who ran discipleship in church and ministry with that military precision. There was something interesting during that outreach that I learned and that has impacted me from that day until now. When things needed to be adjusted or corrected, when the team made a misstep or didn't do something according to the strategy or how it was supposed to be done, that former military man turned pastor would sit the team down and he would point out where the mistake was, and he would always say this: "That doesn't please God." Sometimes it was an attitude, sometimes it was an action, sometimes it was just a relational misstep. But that idea of that doesn't please God really impacted me, because it wasn't about whether it led to fruitful outreach or whether it pleased him or whether it pleased someone else. He helped us focus on what pleased God and what didn't. Now, I look back and I think sometimes actually the issue was it didn't please him and maybe it wasn't according to his strategy, but yet the idea of looking at our lives and evaluating whether the way we went about what we did pleased God or not, that really impacted me. And that started me on a journey as a university student to figure out what the Bible said about what pleased God and what didn't. And the drive of my life was to please God. Sometimes I did, sometimes I didn't, but that was the direction and the drive. Years later, it's 1984, and I'm in Manila on that famous 1-month summer mission trip. And the third week in, I sat down, I had some time away from the team, and I sat down at the Dunkin' Donuts on Manila's Recto Avenue. And we had been ministering to students for 3 weeks, had amazing results, and I pulled out a Dunkin' Donuts napkin and a pen, and I wrote down what was going to become the mission statement of this brand new student church that we were starting. The first words I wrote down were, "We exist to honor God." I was thinking back to that mission trip years before in Hawaii when my motivation had shifted from fruitfulness and from growing a large campus ministry to pleasing God. It is possible, and it is unfortunately common, to do ministry, campus ministry, church, missions, to do ministry in ways that does not honor God. It is possible to plant churches that hurt other churches and to do church planting in a way that doesn't honor God. It's possible to build buildings in ways that don't honor God. When we think about the mission, we think about the Every Nation mission, that baton that we want to pass to the next generation. Our mission starts with not the work we do, not the target market, not the message. Our mission starts with honoring God. We exist to honor God. The last book of the Old Testament speaks about the honor that God expects from His people and the honor that is due His name. In Malachi 1:6 it says, "A son honors his father and a servant his master. If then I am a father, where is my honor? And if I'm a master, where is my fear, says the Lord of hosts." And it was God speaking through the prophet to the people saying, hey, I'm not just God, I'm a father, and I expect honor. I believe God expects us to honor Him individually, as families, as churches, as campus ministries, as a global movement. God is saying, where's my honor? We exist to honor Him. In everything we do, no matter what we do, no matter the results, it's all about the honor of God.